Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset mastery doctor and your leverage for change. Today I want to speak about continue with the anxious, preoccupied attachment style individual and kind of discuss some of the triggers, some of the things that trigger them to behave in the way that they usually do in relationships, especially intimate and romantic relationships. Before I begin, dive into that, I want to remind you that my channel now has memberships. If you will click on that join button just below this video, you can see the 5 different levels that I'm offering. At the very basic level, which is just really to support my channel, is at the $3.99 each month, and you can stop anytime you want, right? If you by any chance find that I'm not giving you enough value for it anymore, then you can stop. It's not anything that's set in stone. So that's a way to support my channel. At the highest level, the VIP level, you can actually work with me once a month on a one-on-one coaching call on Zoom for an hour. And this will kind of be built up from the ground with some videos that is going to be specifically for you in that membership level. You'll have chats are included, live chat, so that you can ask questions, discuss certain things what you want with me on the live chat. But what the videos provide is also, which is just for the members, will allow you to work on yourself in the meantime. And when you speak with me once a month, then you can bring out those, we can discuss those areas that you're challenged with, and also to discuss those personal areas that you wouldn't want to be discussed on a live chat. So that's the channel memberships, and they're really, just check out the button at the bottom and it will give you, it's very detailed, it will give you exactly what's included, and I hope you can find something there that suits your needs. So going on with this video and kind of focusing on some of the triggers that the anxious, preoccupied attachment style is going to be kind of always be plagued with, is because of their attachment style, is one of them is like, I know you all know this already, but the unanswered text, unanswered email, unanswered phone calls, anything that their partner or somebody else does not respond to triggers them in a negative way, right? And this is because remember, the anxious, preoccupied person is always looking for validation from outside of themselves. So whatever somebody, when somebody does not respond to them, they don't feel important or feel loved. And so that triggers them to now starting to create stories. This is a very, this is something that happens with this attachment style a lot. The creation of stories to kind of explain why this person behaved in that way. And guys, the bad thing about that is that usually the stories that this attachment style creates is always a negative story. It's not, they don't have to have proof. You don't have to have proof that the story is true. Basically, you just accept that this is what is happening. The person didn't text you back because they were with somebody else, or different things like that. And we know you all know those things, right? So these are the areas that you have to be aware of. You see, a lot of our problems in relationships is that we have not gotten to the place where we have really become aware of the things that trigger us and to question them. So we just basically accept them as true, and we just behave from that perspective of what we accepted to be true without any evidence whatsoever. Now, sometimes it can be true, right? Not saying that it's not true sometimes, but what I'm saying is that you have to get to that place where you are able to question these assumptions, because that's really what they are. Question your assumptions and the meanings that you give to these incidents, or this lack of, somebody who does not respond to you, lack of responsiveness to your call or to your text or to whatever it is, right? That is something that you have to work on yourself to be able to realize that not everything that just comes to mind immediately is true. and that you have to work on that, being able to work through it and not to act immediately from that belief system that you've been acting from all your life, and that's causing this problem. All right, and guys, the sad thing about this is that the more you act from this that negative belief system, that belief system that's held you back, or in all your relationships, the more that that is rewired deeper and deeper into your subconscious, so that it becomes ingrained as a person, and it's difficult to get rid of, and to, because when you're trying to become more secure, you have to basically intentionally rewire those old wiring of negative beliefs and traumas that you suffered as children or in past relationships. Okay, the next thing, building on that, another trigger is when they may respond, but in a very, very short, like you may ask this, you may be talking about this long thing, and they respond with yes. That can trigger you as well, right? Or they may answer one part of the question, but ignore the other part. Because again, what happens, guys, is that the mind in general does not like to have a gap, or does not like unanswered questions. And so immediately, especially triggered in the anxious preoccupied person, because they're just more easily triggered in that way than other attachment styles, right? Because now there's a gap. Okay, so this person, she answered that she was with friends, but you may have asked where she was and when she's coming home, and she only said she was with friends, but didn't answer when she's coming home or where they were. So these unanswered questions becomes a trigger for someone with an anxious preoccupied attachment style, because now they're filling in those gaps with their negative belief system that is going to go right to something negative. Oh, she's with friends. Really, she was with friends, but she won't tell me where she's going or when where she is. So of course I can't really just drive by there, because the anxious preoccupied individual will drive by to see what is happening and where you are, if you're really telling the truth, because that's what the anxious preoccupied individual does, because of that insecurity and that fear of abandonment in relationships. Okay, the next thing is that will trigger someone with this attachment style is a perceived feeling of distancing. It doesn't have to be that the person is really distancing, for any purpose. They could just be just want to hang out with their friends, and they may have stayed later than normal, and they didn't really explain what it is, why they were late, right? Which is, as I said, unanswered questions is usually a trigger as well. So they may not be, confiding in the person as, in the person with the anxious preoccupied attachment style as much, and so the thing with an anxious preoccupied individual, that style, is that you can really sense when there's a change, emotional change, whatever change is, you can sense the tiniest change in your partner. You can sense it because you're so zoned in on them. So you can sense the body language, the tone, the everything, the absence of something, that you can sense that there is a change, and then you give that thing a negative meaning now. And that just further makes it worse, because now you're acting from this place of desperation, and maybe trying to make your partner jealous because you perceive that they did something or they're doing something. So you're now trying to make them jealous, or you're trying to do things like that to kind of win them back. Or you get very needy or very clingy, and these just serve to kind of push them further and further away, right? So all of these things, guys, these triggers, if not properly managed, and you can only learn to manage them when you work on yourself. I have a lot, some people will want to change, but they don't want to do the work. And guys, you've had this attachment style and maybe further concretize it in past relationships as you were growing up as an adult. And now this attachment style is like seared into your subconscious, and you're acting from this daily. And so if you don't Make a decision to create the change you want, to be the person that you want to be. Because the thing about it is that when you look at yourself and you say, oh my God, did I actually do that? Sometimes you surprise yourself because you act from such a place that is almost like there's another person inside of you doing all these things. Driving by the person's home, driving by their workplace, asking friends about them, trolling them on social media. All of those things, you're kind of getting angry and really behaving terribly and just out of control with your partner or in front of other people. These are signs of anxious, preoccupied attachment style, and if you don't learn to manage these triggers by working on you, then this is going to be a pattern that's going to be in all your relationships, right? You feel out of control. Nobody likes feeling out of control. And after they're finished and they've come back to some sense of sanity, you go, oh my God, who was that person? That's not me. That's just not who I am. Why did I behave that way? And now you have this sense of guilt and all these other things that you have to deal with because you haven't worked on yourself. All right. The next thing is, of course, because of the fear of abandonment, which is what this is all about, really. A lot of people have this is one of the core wounds of this attachment style, and because they fear abandonment, any little thing that looks as if their person is going to leave them, or maybe they're not so interested in them anymore, or if they get a sense that the person is now interested in somebody else, everything, all of those behaviors are going to be triggers for the person with an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. So some of these things, guys, it happens, as I say, so automatically that we look back at ourselves and we say, what the heck did I just do? Why did I behave in such a way? And you start to feel shame and guilt and all kind of different feelings that further diminish your sense of self-worth and your self-image. Okay, guys, so work on yourselves, guys. I do one-on-one coaching. I do it over Zoom. I do it I do it globally. I work with people in different countries. The one country and in that area, I think it's because, when it's like 12 noon or 12 noon here, it's 12 a.m. there. So it's very hard to find time during the day to kind of connect. And that's like Singapore in that region there. But, like Thailand, those areas. So guys, I'm available to work with you. I love what I do, and my goal in life is really just to help others to really reach a place of being secure in the relationship so they can have healthy relationships. If you found some value in this video, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified as soon as I upload a new video. Also, guys, don't forget to click on that join button below this video. That will give you more detailed information about my membership. And remember, at the lowest level, if you find this in my channel valuable to you, you can support my channel $3.99 a month, and you can stop anytime you want. Also, I think, this week I'm kind of basically just focusing on the anxious preoccupied, the different aspects of the anxious preoccupied, right? So look out for videos this week, basically focused on the anxious preoccupied attachment style individual. All right, guys, so until next time, take care and be safe. Bye.